ABC 10's Sean Cunningham, thrilled to be joined by a guy who I actually got to see play twice in person after he got to Sac State. It was those first two games against Idaho when the silly season kind of got underway with Sac State, and it was 2 of 8 appearances that he had with the Hornets, and now he's looking forward to doing even bigger things with the Hornets. And he's joining me on a really special day, and it's Deshaun Highler. You may know him from Last Chance U on Netflix, but it's my first chance to talk to him, and thrilled to be joined by you, man. How you doing?
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. No, thanks for joining me. I mean, today is a monumental day with college sports. I know in California things had already kind of gone this way, but to see the NCAA allow college athletes now to be able to profit off of their name, their image, and their likeness, just such a monumental day. And to see that you already have social media posts that says the first ever self-branded athlete is really, really exciting. Just why don't you tell people what you've been up to?
Yeah, I mean, I've just been getting ready for these NIL rules to change. There's been a lot of talk about it recently. And no one really knew, what exactly the bill was going to look like. But, it came out yesterday, and they said that, at midnight, starting midnight today, that we'd be able to profit off our name, image, and likeness. And just excited to get my brand started, just excited for all student athletes across the country, because, this is an opportunity that we've been waiting on for a long time. It's been a long time coming, and I'm just excited to get the ball rolling.
And for someone like you, it's interesting because here you are at Sac State. It might not be the biggest program in the world, but so many people followed you from what you've done, in East LA, at the community college level, and it was on to Last Chance University. How much of it for you, because you get so much of a following from people who know you from that realm, this really, I think, kind of gives you just a tremendous opportunity right now.
Definitely. I'm just grateful to the show, just grateful for all the opportunities that I've had since then. Definitely grateful to all the fans, that have reached out and supported and showed love. They like my story, and I'm just excited that I can, give them something worth watching.
Yeah. And you've got the shirt right there. I mean, that's kind of your own logo there. How did that all kind of come to be?
I was thinking about what I was going to do about, with the NIL, and, I figured it would be a great opportunity for me to start my own brand. Every athlete, I think, dreams of having their own brand and putting out their own merch. So I found a graphic designer, and we got to work on the logo, and, this is the finished product, and my shirt's dropped tonight.
Yeah, that's got to be incredibly exciting. And for people who don't know, what's the website?
It's anywaynecessary.com, exactly how it's spelled. It's getting ready to start selling at midnight Eastern time, so 9 p.m. Pacific time.
How did this, I mean, look, like we said, California had passed this earlier. You got to see what happened with NCAA. Where did this image, or this kind of, idea get sparked, and to see it kind of come to fruition, does it even exceed your expectations right now?
It doesn't surprise me. Like I said, it's been a long time coming. Everybody knows that athletes should have been paid. College athletes should have been paid by now. So that part doesn't really surprise me. But as far as California's bill, we knew that they were getting ready to go into effect in 2023. But we also knew that there were other states getting ready to go into effect July 1st of this year. So, logically speaking, it probably wouldn't make sense for the other states not to play ball in that regard, because they would probably lose a lot of recruits. So me knowing that, and me and my people knowing that, we went ahead and strategized so we can go ahead and be ready for July 1st, the day of.
And any way necessary, just where does that kind of come from? What's that mean to you?
So in the show, if you watch Last Chance U, one of the producers asked me how do I plan on getting to Division I basketball? And my response to him was any way necessary. And that's the way that I chase all my goals. And I think that that's something that people can use to chase their goals too.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, and if people see, you've got the T-shirt there. I've seen several variations of the T-shirts. How many products do you have available, and is there going to be more to come?
Yeah, definitely. So I have the first drop coming out. It's just 3 shirts available right now, but definitely got stuff cooking. Definitely got a lot that I'm excited to release the rest of this year.
What has the feedback been? Because I know, I had talked about you with some people that I guess some mutual folks, and they said, he's not that active on social media. And then all of a sudden, now you're utilizing the social media to your advantage. And I think it's super exciting because that's really how people market themselves these days. What has that experience been like? And just what has the feedback been so far?
Yeah, as far as my activity on social media, there's times where timing is everything. There's a time for it, and there's a time to relax on it and be a little more focused on other things. But I'm just excited to get started and really excited to utilize my platform, to spread a positive message. I don't want to, I'm not focused on anything negative. I'm just focusing on straight positivity, and chasing my goals, with good vibes.
Yeah, and if there's folks that haven't seen you on Last Chance U, we see the hashtag a lot, Team Jenny. Can you kind of explain what the motivation is behind that?
So Team Jenny is just mainly just about being who you're meant to be, being who the people who believe in you. There's somebody who believes in you, and just being the person that the people who believe in you expect you to be. Living up to your potential. For me, my mom believed in me more than anybody. She was my biggest fan, my number one fan, and I just want to make her proud. So Team Jenny is just basically just that message in a hashtag.
Yeah, that's great. And for you, I know, you kind of talked about it. You've got some products available. Is this just to kind of test the waters, or do you really envision seeing kind of more of these things come about through that website?
Yeah, I definitely see this as a long-term deal. If other opportunities come along, then we might have to get to strategizing a little bit. But I definitely look at this as a long-term opportunity for myself. I definitely don't see my basketball career ending anytime soon. I'm trying to take this thing to the top any way necessary. So that's how I feel about it, and that's how I'm gonna keep rocking.
What did you make? Since arriving in Sacramento, what have you kind of made of just the city? I know you're a SoCal kid, and to come up here, it could be maybe a little bit different, but it is the D1 opportunity you were looking for. What was that first season like for yourself?
It was amazing. Just a great experience getting to know the guys, getting to know Coach Katz and the rest of the staff, and just getting my feet wet in Division I basketball. And, with COVID playing out the way that it did, we got our year back. So kind of didn't really count. So it was kind of like a free year just to test the waters and get, like I said, get my feet wet and get ready for what's to come.
And when it was a season unlike any other. I cover the NBA a lot more than I do your program here at Sac State, but we try to get in there a lot. And obviously it was a COVID rules and all those things. But did you ever experience anything like that? Being a part of East LA, even in UTEP before that, and then being a part of a reality TV show, this documentary, did it kind of prepare you for just the uncertainty this past season had in store for you guys?
I don't think anybody was prepared for that last season or anything that COVID brought to the world. I don't think anybody in the world was ready for that. But we just kind of took it head on as a team, and we just focused inward on our culture and focusing on what we could do, what we could control as a group. So I think that's how a lot of teams treated it. So everybody kind of made the best of what they could, but no, that was definitely unprecedented. I'd never seen anything like that before.
Yeah, for real. And then when you go through a whole season, and now I imagine you're looking forward to the next season. Is it kind of that itch that you just can't scratch at the moment being here in this off season?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, I'm waiting for November. There's games that we have on our schedule that I have circled that I'm ready for. Yeah, I'm super excited for next season.
And if anybody has seen you in Last Chance U and might know what you are as maybe a person, even a basketball player, have they seen anything yet, considering now you've accomplished that goal of getting to the D1 level?
Yeah, I think, this is definitely just the beginning. I haven't showed anywhere near my full potential as a player, or as a person for that matter. I got a lot of growing to do in both regards. And I'm just really excited for the future.
I asked this earlier, and I want to ask it a different way because we were talking about the social media. You have almost 200,000 followers on Instagram because of this show. Does that ever kind of blow your mind?
Yeah, every day. There's messages that I get from people saying that I changed their life. That's just some of the most humbling stuff that I could have ever imagined coming out of me playing basketball. Playing basketball, I envisioned making a living for myself, getting an education, and that's about it. Inspiring maybe the kids in my neighborhood that they could do the same. But for that message to be taken to a world stage is just a completely different feeling that I could have never imagined.
And is there, you've got all the confidence in the world as a basketball player. How about the confidence as an entrepreneur going forward, marketing yourself? I mean, what's the confidence level with that?
I'm just having fun with it right now. I know there's, it's just like anything else that there's competition, and it's a whole different world in the business world. But I think I'm ready for it. I think I'm built for it. Like I said, I'm just having fun with it. I'm excited for the future.
I've had some athletes tell me before, there were two moments where I felt like I made it. One was seeing myself in a video game, and the other was having my own logo and brand. Is there anything that compares to that?
Yeah, definitely. I don't feel like I've made it at all. I feel like I have a platform. I feel like I've been on a Netflix TV show, but that's it. That's not what I came to play basketball for. I came to play basketball to make it to the NBA. So that's what I'm shooting for. And that's what I'm gonna put my head down towards.
What's the goal now? You mentioned that D1 college was your goal, and I imagine the goal just becomes an evolution of seeing it through and seeing it at next level. For you, what does that mean for you?
Absolutely. I'm trying to play in the NBA. So I'm working my tail off as hard as I can to get to the next level, on and off the court.
And because, here we are, the station for the NBA finals, you got a finals pick. I know as we talk to you right now, we're in the middle of game 5 between the Bucks and the Hawks. Do you have a finals pick? Do you like anything going on right now?
I love the Suns. I love their team. I love their chemistry. CP3 is on a tear right now. Book's on a tear right now. Aiden's playing really well. But it's going to be interesting to see who comes out of the East. I think both of those teams are extremely capable of competing at a high level and taking the Suns to making it a series. I don't have a pick either way. But the Suns are playing really well right now.
Yeah, smart man. And then finally, I got to ask you, just how's next year's team looking? I know, Christian Terrell was such a local product here, and you got to play the 1 year with Sac State. Now he's going to try and make that jump to the NBA. And for you guys, it's now your guys is to take over this season. What's kind of the prospects for this next season for you guys?
Definitely, we have one goal in mind, and that's to win the conference championship and get to the NCAA tournament. And I think that we have a team that's equipped to do that. Our coaching staff is one of the best in the country. We have rebuilt our team from last year. Players that we lost some great players: Ethan Esposito, Christian Terrell, Brandon Davis. Players that were integral parts of our team. But our staff has really done a good job of going out and recruiting and getting us good guys that we think are really going to help us compete at a high level. The conference is looking like it's anybody's game. And I think that we're going to have a really good chance to compete.
Outstanding. I can't thank you enough, Deshaun. Thank you so much. It's anywaynecessary.com to check out some of that merch. And
that's right.
I know a lot of people who are going to be heading there soon.
That's right. Get your merch.
Midnight tonight. So we'll have this posted before then for sure.
That's right.
Thanks again, man. I really appreciate it. Hope to meet you in person here in this coming season.
All right, man. Thanks for having me.
Yep. Anything you need from me, let me know.
For sure.
All right, talk to you soon. Thanks, man.
All right, man. Be easy.
Yep.